How's it going, everybody? I'm really excited to share with you the big layered synth Ableton Live Pack. It's made up from samples of the Prophet 8 analog synthesizer. And what's really cool about the Prophet 8 is that you can layer two separate presets into one preset, so you're actually playing like two sounds at once. So what I did is I made about 15 different presets on there, and I sampled them all into instrument racks here, so you can hear some of them. They're all layered synths to begin with right here. So you're hearing more than one sound. And each one of these sounds has its own set of effects too. So you can change the attack. You can change the release. That's a real short release right now. We can have something much longer. I'll trim that back down. We've got filtering too. Let's go to a different sound. So you can control filtering within the instrument itself. Now that's on top of what's going on in the actual sample. A lot of these samples have a lot of interesting filtering going on already. This one, for instance. And then we can do some filtering of our own, which I think is pretty cool. There's also the timbre control, which changes the way the samples are distributed and stretched out across the keyboard. So now we can take our sounds and with the turn of the knob get some different sounds as well. So that's pretty fun too to play with. This one starts to sound kind of glitchy, actually, which I think is pretty neat. So those are the presets that I sampled. Now, the reason I call this the layered synth is because I wanted more layers. So I made these next 10 sounds, and they're all housed within this instrument rack that's divided into like a red synth and a blue synth. And it's just arbitrary colors I selected to help differentiate the two sounds. But what you now get are these really big synths that are samples of layered synths from the Prophet, and those synths are now layered on top of each other. And it's all color coded, so we have volume controls for the red synth, which is the top chain. So we can say we can turn that up a bit, or turn it all the way down. We do the same thing with the blue layer. And we can pan these out so that now our different sounds are coming out of different headphones or different speakers, you know, whatever. And that's really fun. On each one of these sounds too, you can then add delay onto each layer separately, chorus onto each layer separately, to further change the sound. And you can even then go inside here and play around with like the different times on your delays, the amount of feedback. Which is pretty cool. So each one of these layered sounds has a lot of potential to be further customized to fit your sounds. So I think I'll just let you hear a few of these different sounds. Adding a little chorus. I'll even pan these out. So you can hear the blue. The blue synths tend to be the more sustained sounds. This particular patch is made up of two sustained sounds because I wanted something really big and soaring. And the reds are a little more like plucked sounds. Like this particular sound. And then when I raise in the blue, I get like a nice layered pad underneath it. So I can turn down the red even. Whoops. So there you have it. I hope you guys find this as much fun as I do. I love it. The Prophet 8 is a really cool sounding synth, and it's really exciting that you can then take something that cool and make it even bigger and huger right inside of Live. So it's a great sounding set of analog, thick, big instruments. I hope you enjoy it. Have fun with it.